Hello, welcome to the Ramsey Show After Show. What up, AJ? Little premature on the IO, but better early than never. Just waiting for a few more people to get in the chat. Oh, I like that focus where my nose and stubble are in focus, but my hair is not. Fun times. Yeah, I'm not going bald. It's just my hair is just out of focus. That's all. How's everybody doing today? Good, I hope. Think about stuff to talk about. I can't do everything. All right, let me get my notes up and let's start the darn thing, shall we? Monday, can't trust that day. Live from Columbus, OH. Now here's where you do it. This is the Ramsey Show After Show, where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. That's right, new branding. Used to be Steve Simpson Financial Coach, but I changed it to Coach Steve Money so I can get it on every platform. And you can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment by emailing your contact info to coachstevemoney@gmail.com. You can also reach me on the Instagram, add me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. You can also donate to the channel so I can make it better. You can send to coachstevemoney@gmail.com via PayPal. 100% of the proceeds will be used to better the channel. I will not buy a razor with it. All righty. If anybody has any questions, AJ says Eddie Money's financially savvy cousin. Fair enough. That would lead me into my Eddie Money trivia. He was a cop. His name is Eddie Mahoney. And he changes it to Eddie Money for show business. I guess I've done the same thing. Oh my gosh, I'm a sellout. I'll sell out for no money though. Like I said, if you have any questions, go. AJ is LOLing. Thank you, AJ. That only encourages me, AJ. So be careful. If you have any questions or thoughts or anything of that nature, go ahead and type them in and I will get to those. Let's see. Today's hosts were Dave Ramsey and his daughter Rachel Cruz. The Minimalists dropped by for the first two segments. The dadgum count today was 2, including one where Dave said that, what was it? Something was filing something for some money or something like that. I should take better notes. But he said, too much dadgum trouble. And there was also one Yellapad. YELLAPAD is how Dave says it. Yellapad. And that's, to translate, that means yellow pad. And that's what people used to write on back in the day. $10 book sale still going on through May 31st on the Ramsey Solutions website, bookstore, or store, period. Most of what's on there is books. And I recommend The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey and The Debt-Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. All right, let's see. Nobody has typed anything, so that means Next segment. Market report. Every segment was down today, unfortunately. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was at a new high during the day, but was down as the day ended. Goldman Sachs analyst said President Joe Biden's plans to raise corporate and capital gains tax rate pose potential risks to the top 5 stocks, which are Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Google owner Alphabet. Yeah. Any thoughts about that? Corporate and capital gains tax rates. Planning to be raised. It's still got to get through both houses of Congress, but I guess it's a more than fair bet, I suppose. What up, Joy? Joy, if you missed it, I sang Monday was in the mashup today. Oh, Dead Hater, thanks for coming to the show. Dead Hater says, so we've been going back and forth about buying a house while in student loan debt. Is it ever okay to do? We've just been having terrible expenses with apartment living. We're thinking a $200K home. Dave is going to tell you no. Dave is going to not recommend to buy a home with any debt. You will regret it. Sydney says we talked about real estate and gold in the chat today. Yep, so I can touch on those. Yes, I can. And speaking of real estate, like Debt Haters was talking about, it's just when you have that loan debt hanging over you, and then you're gonna, even though it's a appreciating asset to get a house, and you would be getting equity, but you're just asking for trouble to happen. Yeah, Sid recommends getting into a better apartment complex over getting a house while in debt. Yep. Debt Haters is doing the tears emoji. But says I hear you, and thanks. All right. Yeah, it's just he doesn't recommend it just because I've never heard of any financial advisor that stresses risk more than Dave Ramsey does. So when in doubt, the risk is greater than the reward in this case, which would be the equity. You hate to. I mean, I'm doing it too. I'm not anywhere near ready to get into a house yet. You hate to spend all that rent money and not get any equity on it, but you have to be in the right position to it. So I don't have any debt at all. I've been out of debt for a while, but I can't save up the down payment yet because I'm trying to catch up on my retirement, which I started way too late. Well, it's never too late, but if you're breathing, it's not too late. But I started later than I should have. Let's put it that way. And so doing that. I have retirement. Oh, I said retirement already, and also 5. My son will be starting college in 11 months, something like that. Bill, if you're typing on the thing, you're not blocked. You're not timed out by Sid. And if I read your name, that means I've seen your name. That means you're not blocked by me as well. Yeah. So, did I finish on that? Yes, college. Kid college. Yes, I finished that. Oh, what else did Sid says? Dave says when you buy a house with student loan, you need an extra bedroom for Sally Mae. That much is certain. And about real estate and gold in the chat. Yeah, everybody Everybody loves it. Gold comes in a lot when people talk about when people read too much about financial theory and stuff on the internet. When you talk about inflation and a hedge against inflation, and the Dave hedge against inflation is to invest more and just be able to out earn it with your investments. Flash thinks it would really suck if you got a mortgage and then had to do house repairs right after and have to go in more debt. Always have an emergency fund before buying a house. That's right. And be out of debt. Both requirements. And then at minimum 10% down if it's your first house. And 20% is better because then you don't have any PMI. Yeah, Bill, it's down right now. Right. And that was my point to you. What day was it? Friday or Thursday, whenever it was. It could be a lot of days like that, right in the same year that you want to retire. So that's why you can't count on everything going perfectly. So that's why you can't do the bare minimum. That's right. You don't. Yeah, you keep buying. If you're diversified, like Dave recommends, you just keep buying. As it goes down, you keep buying, and then all of a sudden it'll go back up, and then you'll be a happy boy. Just like I was when I bought all when it went down during the pandemic crash, and when it came back up, I was a very happy boy. What else does it say to talk about? In real estate, people talking about buying now, trying to time the market. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And there's going to be eventually one day when foreclosures are allowed to happen. There's going to be deals that you can get in foreclosures, but nobody knows when. Nobody knows when. You can't time any market, investing or real estate. So, anybody got any? Let's see. Do nothing next few days. You may make up to 600 or 1,000. Says Judy. Yeah, on the 13th. You did not just cash out, Bill. Bill says he just cashed out. Mistake. Some of the big people have earnings reports coming up. Some of the among the top 5 that I mentioned earlier, the top 5 stocks. Some of those guys have earnings reports coming up. 2 of them this week on the 13th, and then Walmart next week on the 16th or something like that. Oh, let's see. Take this a little. I'm trying to get it a little bit closer. I need to get at least a windscreen thing to put on my mic, because when I say words that start with P, it kind of pops. So I was trying to hold it a little bit more. A little bit more. No, Bill, one thing isn't, what is that, a mutual fund, VTSAX? Is that a mutual fund at I can't think of that broker that starts with a V. What is VTSAX? Somebody look it up. Yeah, the server fan is on. Let me try to kick it off and see if it makes any difference. Right back. So unprofesh. Okay, it's off. Is there any? Yeah, Vanguard, right? Which index fund is that for, Bill? What kind of index fund? Let's see. While we're waiting for Bill to slowly type, there was a debt-free scream in the final hour from my town of Columbus, OH. Didn't know there was going to be another one, did you? You guys weren't ready. And they also still live in an apartment they got when they downsized from a house. I think that's what they said. Yeah, but Bill, you don't know if it's large. Oh, so probably large cap. Probably then. Okay, so it's, but yeah, one mutual fund is not all you need, Bill. So hush that fuss. Thanks for all the IOs. Got two of them there. And I had to do some computer work today, so that's all I got as far as preset topics. But you guys certainly can help. If you guys help come up with things to talk about, we get paid the same amount. That's right. You only... No, Joy is cooking. No problem, Joy. Got stuff to do. Tofu stir fry. Very nice. Not really my thing, but... Actually, I don't even know that I've had that. So Sid says, again, don't cash out just because the market goes down. Yeah. Now, if I had done that, I would not have made about $5,000 on investing 14. So, Dave, I do not think Dave is wrong, Bill, but you are more than welcome to believe whatever you want to, and good luck to you, sir. AJ thinks some chicken would make that stir fry pretty good. I want to say, Joy, are you vegan? I can't remember. Joy says what goes down must come back up. AJ says, Dave, greater than broke people with an opinion. That much is certain. That's right. Yes, Joy is a vegetarian. Sorry, I said vegan. I didn't mean to do that. Does it sound any better with the fan off, or is it still whatever you were saying it was? Now, it's going to be different than it was on Friday. Oh, no. Friday, I still use this. I still use the same, but I was at my apartment instead of being here at my work. Thanks, AJ, because it sounds pretty good. I'm talking about my voice, right? Not necessarily the audio quality. Joe says, everyone can eat what they want. Pizza's not bad. Alrighty. Anybody else have anything exciting? Since Bill has figured it out, I guess that'll be no more questions from him. That'll be sad. But it's good you figured it out. And good you have a path. Hope it works out for you. We'll just wait another 30 seconds or so. Might be a short one today. That's what she said. And I'll try to make up for that tomorrow. Should be able to spend some more time on planning. Somebody said something about 40 years. Somebody that I have blocked. Could be, who knows? Could be Clay. Could be Lloyd, which is all, they could all be the same person. Who knows? Who knows? Alrighty, well, Hope you guys all have a good evening. Once again, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation by emailing me at coachstevemoney@gmail.com. I had to remember my email address there. You can get me on the Grom, that's Instagram, at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Bill would like me to wait, so we're going to wait. It would be fun if I did an interesting factoid segment. Yes, it would be It would be fun, Joy. An interesting factoid segment about what? Like any random fact? Thanks for coming by, Dead Haters. Sorry to disappoint with the with the lack of content today, but it's rough. Had a pretty rough day doing computer stuff today. Microsoft decided to release an Outlook update that broke a lot of people's autocomplete, and they were quite unhappy about it. Joy reminds everyone to like and subscribe, and I would appreciate that as well. I lost a subscriber and went down to 34, and then I got another one, or got the same one back, and I'm at 35 again. I am at, oh gosh, I am at 1,000 views now. That's still only, I think it was something like 114 or something like that hours watched. So yeah. AJ says, Dead Hater, if you work the plan, you'll reach your dreams and then some. That much is true. It's been proven. That's how it works. What do you want to apologize to me for, Bill? Type it quickly, please. Trying to apologize. Nothing wrong with a good apology, I guess. It says, buy a house, then invest the rest in a trust to care for my mother. Oh, that's what she would do if she had $1 million. That's a good idea. Bill apologized for the way he's been acting. Oh, all right. Fair enough, Bill. Are you gonna act like that again, though? That would be the real apology if you don't act like that again. But I appreciate. I mean, that's better than nothing, I guess. That's better than just telling me off and saying that. You just need the respect. You don't need the respect, Bill. You don't need the respect. It doesn't matter. Do you think your retirement and the rest of your life has anything to do with what I think about you? It doesn't. It doesn't. Why were you put on timeout? Because my mom decided you're annoying, probably. She decided you need to be put on timeout. I don't know. You would probably be annoying. So you just apologized for the way you were acting. So probably if you felt bad enough to apologize, then there's your answer, sir. But yeah, you don't need the respect. That's stupid. You're being stupid. And so, but it doesn't matter that I think you're stupid about that. That's not going to affect, again, it's not going to affect the rest of your life. If you don't come into the Ramsey chat anymore, and you don't come into my show, you don't ever see me again. So how does that affect your rest of your life, and especially your retirement? So people don't have to be kind, Bill. And also, a lot of times you get back what you put out into the world. So think about what you put out into the world. And apparently you put out in the world something that you felt you needed to apologize for. So there you go. Psychoanalyzation is also free if you request it. I do not have a certificate in that area, but I do in financial coaching. So, Flash says, I just have to correct you one thing. Don't you mean on one thing? If you're gonna correct somebody, don't make a mistake in your correction. But it's Deloney, not Deloney. Oh, did I type an extra E? I typed the E before the Y when I said Deloney in the chat earlier. Fair enough. Oh, it's autocorrect, huh? All right, fair enough. If you're on a phone, I get. I get on there occasionally if I have to be on my phone in the Dave Ramsey chat, but most of the time I just refuse to do it because it's so annoying on a phone trying to type and such. I hate it. Hate it. Yeah. All right. I apologize for that. I think I knew that it was no E there, but if I did it, I'll believe you. Bill, like I told you in the comments, where you try to have a conversation with me in comments on social media, where you think it's a conversation, uh, index funds are mutual funds, so you have to be more specific there. Index fund is a type of mutual fund. The thing that differentiates them is Dave recommends the managed mutual funds, while index funds are already set as to what's in them because it's an index of a particular group. So it actually, that determines what's in it. People determine what's in managed mutual funds, and they get a little bit of money to do that. So, yep. I work with a ton of people younger than me, Bill. You don't need to be ashamed of it. And Sid says, why people of all ages need jobs. Yeah, no, you don't need to be ashamed of any of that, Bill. And so much of this stuff, you need to, I think, really look inside about this stuff. Is why do you need so much um, like being like respect and such, and need to be pumped up by the outside world, especially. I mean, it's different if it's your friends or family or something like that, people you know, but somebody random on the internet, it does not matter what they think. So, but as far as you are in your station because you're working with people younger than you because you choose to work there. You could work somewhere else. You could also work more hours. So anyway, but that's the deal. Yeah, I mean, you could feel ashamed for only working part time, for not doing as much as you could for your son and for your retirement. That's possible. I was out for in my time in my life. I was out of work for a period of I think 2 months one time, and I was absolutely miserable. So yeah, if you worked when you, what kind of work do you do that's brutal, Bill? I think you're exaggerating. I mean, it's harder probably than sitting your butt on your couch or in front of your computer. If you did, instead of the trolling, etc., that you do online, if you work during that time, that would be much better for you, probably. Let's see. AJ says, yeah, if you worked 2 times, you would make 2 times. You could retire 2 times faster. That's right. That's right. I do. Yeah. Flash says, "What do you do, Bill?" I do want to know what work is so brutal. And this is where he retail. Yeah, retail is not brutal. Retail is not brutal. A lot of times, the bare minimum is acceptable. What up, CP? Thanks for dropping by. A lot of times, the bare minimum is acceptable in those places, and if you are the least bit competent, you normally stand out above the rest of the employees there. And so, yeah, at my second job, there's a lot of younger people than me, and it's just I don't think about their ages though. I don't think about we're not in any competition. It's I'm working that second job because I was stupid with money for too long, and so now I get to try to make up for that. So that's what I'm doing. Sydney says with retail and you being older, it's easy for you to get to a department manager position and increase your income hours while reducing physical labor, which is different than physical labor. Yeah. People refer to you as old or you hate it. You just need to just lean into it if you're older. It's like I always talk about how old I am. CP catching it on his phone today. Yeah, I was just talking about that, how I hate doing the Ramsey show chat on my phone. Well, that's not only your son is he's over 18, right? He's an adult. He's I mean, you can still affect his life and you can still be a good role model, which you got to ask yourself if you're being working part time. So, oh yeah, wisdom teeth removal. Yeah, how was it? My son has to get that done. So that's another expense that comes up that I hadn't planned. Fun times. So yeah, my son has to have that done in a few weeks. You're not done until you decide you're done, Bill. So it's up to you. If you're giving up, you may be done. So and then you want him to do better, right? You need to be better yourself to encourage him so that he won't be done. And you say, look, you do this stuff differently because don't do it the same way I did it because you'll end up in the same spot. I mean, you're not in a horrible spot with a paid off house, Bill. That's you got that over on me, and you have more in retirement supposedly than me. So yeah. All right. See, it's stuff like if Dave would give me 300K, I would be retired. See, it's stuff like that, Bill, that is just so stupid for you to say. So stupid for you to say. If we didn't use money at all, then I would be okay. See, it's just stupid to go down those roads. Oh well. Sid said mine was actually really easy. LOL. I think getting over medical procedures is my everyday superpower. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't remember having a terrible time with it either, Sid. CP says, why shitty Bill? You need to work for it. Oh, as far as Dave giving him 300. Dave is not going to give any of his money unless we win that contest that you can enter every day in. Matter of fact, I did the opposite. I gave him $1,000 for the coaches training. So I did the opposite of that. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that, Sid. I wouldn't count on just that $300 and retire or 300K and be retired. That's us cutting a little close. AJ asked, anyone have a retirement job in mind? AJ, I'm going to die at one of my jobs. Is my plan. I want to die at one of my jobs, and then like immediately like go out quick and painlessly. Um, Not be kept alive by machines or any of that. Not no hospice stay or any kind of stuff like that. To eat up any of my retirement so my kids can have it all. AJ would not mind having a little guitar shop and a hammock. Oh, that's fun. You know how to play guitar, AJ? I picked it up, but I couldn't get, I don't have the thinnest fingers in the world. And I picked it up and I wasn't, that good. Like it didn't come naturally to me. And so I didn't really stick with it. Flash saw an interesting article on RamseySolutions.com about how $1 million may not be enough for retirement. You gotta check it out. No, it may not, especially if you theoretically that would make 100,000 a year would be the return on that. But it depends. If you're spending all of that, it's not going to be. It's not it's not going to be enough. So just got to think and be realistic about what you'll be spending in your retirement. Sydney wants to raise some kind of yarn animal. How many yarn animals are there? There's sheep. What else? Lamb. Is it lamb? I don't know. There's not that many that can make yarn, is it? I had zero tempo timing. Played for 10 years before I actually could get people to believe I played. 10 years is a lot. Yeah, you gotta do that thing where, oh, I can't remember the guy that said it, but I think it was in like the main thing of a book where you got to do something 10,000 hours before you get good at it. Yeah. Sheep, alpaca, goats, rabbits, at least. And that's before you get into specific breeds or exotic blends. All right, that's more than I thought you could get wool off of. All right, Flash, thanks for hanging out before you make dinner. I appreciate it so much. Like and subscribe, everybody, please. It helps me out a great deal. And people have been asking with the camera troubles, why don't I use my phone? And the answer is you cannot mobile stream on YouTube with, you can't do live streams with mobile. You can't do it with unless you've hit the monetization mark, which again is 1,000 subscribers, of which I have 35, and 4,000 hours watched, which I have, I think it said 124 or something like that. Yeah, so you may be able to do it. Maybe able to do it on like using a third party thing, like OBS. Maybe I'll look into that to see if I can use my phone to do that, because that would be a better camera, infinitely better camera. Some people even do chinchilla or pet hair yarns. All right, that's interesting. Alrighty, guys. I think that's enough for today. I appreciate you having interesting things going on in the chat to help elongate the show, to make it feel like a actual show than just short commercial. I appreciate it. I will try to do better, and hopefully actually being done with the all the lessons now. I won't have to do that anymore during the day, so I should have more time. All right, I appreciate it. You have to, Sid. I appreciate it. And I appreciate it. I'm here every day. I don't think I've said that before. I'm here every day around 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That is when the Ramsey Show video ends. Around that time, it goes a little over, and sometimes it's just like 1 minute or so past 6. Sometimes it's as much as 4 minutes, I think, past 6. So it varies. So whenever that video ends is when I go live, and I'm planning on doing this until I can't, because I love having my own show. I love having you guys here. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow.